Hello children, glad to see you once again with another interesting episode of Gurugedara, and I know that you are enjoying all these educational programs these days. And let's welcome Miss Suchitra for today's session. Hello Miss Suchitra.
Hello, Miss. Hello, children. Hope you're fine and safe today. And how are you, Miss Augusta?
I'm doing really well, but you don't look all right. Is there any issue?
That's right. You're right. I'm a little disturbed today.
What's the matter?
That's because I saw this accident in the morning. A girl was carelessly crossing the road and she got hit by a car.
That's pathetic. Don't you think the driver was careful enough?
No, I don't think the driver was careful enough. The drivers also must be careful, right?
You're right. All these accidents occur because of our carelessness. Did anyone take that girl to the hospital?
I think she is being treated with care in the hospital.
That's some relief. Okay, children. Were you listening to this conversation? If you were listening, you must have heard a few words which were built based on a root word. Miss Suchitra, shall we remind them those words now?
That's right. So these words were careful, care, careless, carelessness, carefully.
Of course. Observe carefully, children. The word careful, carefully, carelessness, all these words were built on the base word or the root word care. Now I know you are guessing it right. You know what today's lesson is going to be. This is something you have been learning from grade 7, and now that you are getting ready for your examination, we have decided to help you recall and revise this particular section of grammar. Now let's take a look at this dialogue. Let's read the dialogue, and I want you to do a small work, children. While reading the dialogue, please see whether you can spot or find words which are connected to each other, a root word and a word made based on that. Shall we start? Okay, Miss Suchitra, let's start reading the dialogue. I'll take Suraj's part and you be Amal.
All right.
Let's start. Hey Amal, it's wonderful to see you. I was waiting for you.
I know, Amal. You are happy and excited about the camping trip, aren't you?
Of course. Come, let's check the schedule we have prepared. And children, at that time, Rizvi comes in a hurry. Let's see what Rizvi's message is. Suraj, Amal, I have come to inform you that our camping trip has been postponed due to bad weather.
Oh, it's very unfortunate.
We will have to rewrite the schedule. Anyways, thank you for the information, Rizvi. Okay, children, hope you were able to spot these words. Let's take a look at the dialogue once again. There you go. Miss Suchitra, can you read those words highlighted in red?
Yes. So these words are happy, fortunate, right?
Now you have these words highlighted in blue. We have the word inform, unfortunate, rewrite, information, and unhappy. So these are the words, children, and we hope that you were also able to spot these words correctly. Right. Now let's take a look at this and see what creates the difference between these two words. Take a look at the slide. We have the root word and also the newly formed word side by side. Take the first one, happy. And the word unhappy is built based on the word happy, simply by adding the two letters UN in front of the word happy. What happened? Happy has become unhappy, which is the opposite form of the word. Likewise, we have the second word, inform. And see what has happened to that? We have added ATION, another group of letters, at the end of the word inform, and that has totally changed the word inform into information. That means the verb form has been changed into a noun form. And the third one, write, rewrite. Write is a very common word, you know the meaning of the word, but the moment we add re in front of write, what happens? The meaning of the word write completely changes. right? Okay, so what are these small group of letters called? That is what we are going to discuss today. Look at these words, un, Asian and re. Right. Miss, I think it's time now for us to help them recall and revise what they have learnt.
That's right. All right, children, let's go to the next slide and you can see the screen now. Affixes. What are affixes? Affixes are small groups of letters added to the beginning or to the end of a root word. You know what a root word is. You know what a base word is. To the root word or the base word, you are adding a small group of letters to the beginning or to the end, and those are called affixes. Affixes can be divided into two categories, two parts, prefixes and suffixes. And you already know that prefixes are added to the beginning of a word, suffixes are added to the end of a word.
Now, you heard what prefixes and suffixes are, and the general word we use for these two words is affixes. The word affix itself gives you a slight idea. It's all about fixing something. Right, now let's take a look at this slide and see what these affixes can do. I know you know this particular section of grammar very well, so it is time now for us to help you, as I told you before, revise and recall what you have learnt already. Right, what can they do? Prefixes can change the meaning of a root word. Look at those examples. Happy has been changed into unhappy with the help of the prefix un. Obey into disobey, clearly because of the addition of dis. Behave into misbehave, just because of the addition of the word, the group of letter mis in front of the word behave. Likewise, what can the suffixes do? Suffixes can change the word class and the meaning of a root word. You know what word class are, children? Word class is the classification of English words into different categories. So we have nouns, verbs, adverbs and adjectives. So when we use suffixes, we can simply change the word class of these words. Look at those examples. We have the word kind. Kind is an adjective. If you are to change this into another word class, an adverb or a noun, you simply add a suffix. So the word kind has become kindly, and once again the same word kind has become kindness. So kind is an adjective, kindly is an adverb, kindness is a noun. So this is what you have been learning all this time. So I'm sure you are slowly getting all these lessons you have learned into your memory. Let's take a few words once again and see how this word building process is taking place. Miss, shall we tell them how this word building process is taking place?
Right? So faith is a noun. Children, you know that faith is a quality, abstract noun that is. Faithful is an adjective. You add ful to the root word faith, and that becomes an adjective. Faithfully is an adverb. You know what adverb is? Adverb is the description of a verb. So faithfully, when you add fully there, the suffix is fully. You have taken the root word faith and added the suffix of fully, and that has become an adverb now.
Yes, Miss Suchitra. Did you notice the last word there?
That's
is
right.
Unfaithful. What has happened there?
All right. When you take unfaithful, you have two small groups of letters. What are those? You have un in the beginning, that is a prefix, and you have full as a suffix there. And the root word faith has become, the noun has become an adjective, and that is in negative form.
Exactly. So that word is an example to show you how we can even use both prefix and suffix to a root word and completely change it. Right, we do have a few more words to discuss. The next word we have chosen for you is polite. Right, take a look at the slide now. Polite is an adjective. When you add ness with polite, it becomes politeness. That is the noun form of the root word polite. And when you add ly, it becomes politely, which is the adverb of the root word polite. And the last one, we have added a prefix there, that is im. The moment you add im in front of polite, it becomes impolite. That is the negative form of the same adjective. So there, the meaning has changed, but the word class remains the same. Right. Children, now since you are getting ready for your O-level examination, I think it's better for us to have a little bit of practice in making sentences, especially to use these newly formed words correctly in sentences. Right. Now we have a few words on the screen. We have the word polite, politeness, politely, and impolite. Right, Miss Suchitra, can you tell me what word should we use in the first blank?
All right, let's see. Children, you also can try. Aruni is a blank student. All right, so the words are polite, politeness, politely, impolite. You have given the clue, adjective there. So, can we use polite?
Yes, I think we can go with the word polite, because the word polite is describing the word student, which is a noun. So definitely we can go for that. Right. And I think second one, she is praised for her, that should be a quality of this child,
That's
Aruni.
right. And that says a noun there. Let's take politeness.
All right, we'll go for that. What do you think about the third one?
She speaks, and the clue is adverb. Speaks is a verb there. So definitely an adverb has to come there. So politely is the adverb.
Right. And the last one, she's not an. So we have two clues there. Not says it's going to be something negative, and also an gives an indication that the word which is to be there should start with a vowel sound.
That's right. So student is given. Student is a noun. So adjective has to be there. So can we say impolite?
Definitely, because we have already introduced Aruni as a polite student. So here she is not an impolite student. Here we have the answers, children. Aruni is a polite student. She is praised for her politeness. She speaks politely. She is not an impolite student. All right. So we have given them enough of information based on affixes in general. Now we are going to help you recall prefixes and suffixes separately. You know that prefixes change the meaning of the words. How can they change the meaning of the word? That is because they themselves have a meaning. Take a look at these, children. We have a set of prefixes on this slide. We have re, mis, un, ir, dis. Each of these prefix has a meaning. That is what you see in the second column. Re, to do again. Mis, do something wrongly. Un, not or against. Ir, once again, not or without. Dis, not or the opposite of. So, observe the root words in the third column. The moment you add these prefixes with these meanings in front of these root words, what happens? You know, without any explanation, automatically the meaning changes. So the word write becomes rewrite. What does that mean? Do it again, write it again. And the word behave becomes misbehave. Behave wrongly. You should not misbehave. And the third one, kind becomes unkind, which means to be rude, not kind at all. And next one, regular. What happens to that word? It has become irregular, the opposite once again, not regular. Last one, honest, dishonest. What is the meaning? You are not loyal at all. Right, so this is how the magic takes place, children. The moment we add a prefix in front of a root word, the meaning of the word beautifully changes, and that creates a new set of words. Right, and let's see what suffixes can do.
All right, children, so you know that a prefix can change the meaning of the word. Okay, so let's see what a suffix can do. Let's look at the screen now. That is your board. Right. So you can see a grid there, and you have the root word, change of word class, suffix, newly formed word. Those are the topics of the columns. So, in this column, root word, you have these 5 words. Those are manage, quiet, act, smart and educate. So, manage is a verb, quiet is an adjective, act is a verb, smart is an adjective, educate is a verb. Now, how do we change these words, verbs, adjectives into nouns and other word classes? Change of word class. Look at the screen. How do you change this now? Manage is a verb. Verb has to be changed into a noun. There you add the suffix er or ment, and the newly formed word is management or manager, and that has become, you can see the verb has become a noun. In the next one, quiet is the adjective. Now we are going to change that into an adverb. How do you do that? The suffix ly is added and the newly formed word is quietly, and that is an adverb. Also, the third word is act. Act is a verb. Verb has to change into an adjective. How do you do that? The suffix ive is added. Then the newly formed word is active, and that is an adjective. Smart. Smart, as you can see, that is an adjective. Now, adjective into a noun. How do you do that, children? By adding the suffix ness, and you have the newly formed word, and that is smartness, and that is a noun. Let's take educate. Children, educate is a verb. Verb into a noun. How do you change it? Suffix is tion. You add tion shun to the verb educate, and there you have the newly formed word education.
Yes, let me also emphasize on one thing based on this particular slide. If you observe the very first word and the last one, children, manage and educate. Manage is a verb, and we change that into a noun using 2 different suffixes, er and ment, right? Likewise, the last one, we did the same thing but with a different suffix. So that clearly tells you that the suffixes er, ment and tion can be used to change word classes into noun form. So that is a special thing which you should keep in mind at this moment. And I think now it is time for you to do some activities, because I told you we have been revising all this time, and now we are going to put all those knowledge gained into practice. Take a look at this slide. I have made it easier for you. There are 9 sentences given in 3 different sets, and on the other side you have word clues. Let's read the word clues. Attraction, attractive, attract. Careless, care, carefully. Management, manage, manager. Right? So you know that you should use the first 3 words to fill the first 3 sentences, second set of answers for the second set of sentences, and the third set of answers for the third set of sentences. Take your own time, think carefully and see whether you can use the most suitable word to fill in these blanks, because children, I'm telling you, you might get these kind of activities, these kind of questions in your term test paper as well as your O-level examination papers. We never know. Okay, give it a try now.
Miss Augusta, can we also help them out by discussing the answers now?
Definitely. Right, let's start with the first 3 sentences. An attractive woman opens the door. In this sentence, the word attractive is used. මෙතනින් අතන්ට එන්නද?
මගින්ද?
Right, let's take a look at the first three sentences. The first one, an attractive woman opened the door. The word attractive here is used to describe the word woman. So, attractive is an adjective. The second one, it is easy to attract people if the price goes down. To attract, you know that after to you should use the base form of the verb. So, to attract people. And the third one, my attraction towards nature made me write poems. So, the third word is definitely attraction, which is the noun form of the word attract. Miss.
Alright, let's go to the next set of words now, children. We must care for our elders. You know that care is a verb. And the next one, drivers must drive carefully to avoid accidents. Carefully is an adverb. Why did we use this adverb there? Because drive is a verb. Also, Nita makes a lot of careless mistakes in maths. We have to take careless because mistakes is a noun. We are describing the noun mistakes there.
Likewise, let's take a look at the last three sentences as well. Ravi is a manager of this company. So, the word manager talks about Ravi's position or the post in the company. So, Ravi is the manager, which is the noun form of the verb manage. And in the second one, once again, just like the sentence number 2, we should try to manage our day-to-day work on our own. To is once again an indication that it comes or it is followed by the base form of the verb. So, to manage. And the last one, we are talking about the school management, and the sentence goes as the school management decided to reopen the school. So, there we have to use the noun form of the word manage. Right. Hope you got all these answers correct, children. And then we are not going to leave you just like that. One more activity for you to practice. Shall we? Right. So, this activity is going to be a little different. You are given a set of sentences and clues as well, along with answers. If you look at the slide, you can clearly understand. We have the words obey, respect, pollute and help. At the same time, if you observe the sentences, you can see the words in brackets. The first one, verb, adverb. Second one, verb, noun. Likewise, there are indications. What you must do now is to use one of these words, obey, respect, pollute or help, and you must use two different forms of the same word to fill the blanks. Right, so this is a small challenge for you. I think you would definitely do it. So, give it a try, please.
Shall we give them some time, Miss Augusta?
Definitely, I think they need some more time for this.
Yes. I think we also better help them out.
Yes, as they are getting ready for the exam, I think they need a lot of support at this time. So, let's discuss the answers one by one. The first one, we must respect elders, we must treat them respectfully. So, the correct answer for the first one is the word respect, and we have used two different forms of the same word. Respect is the verb, respectfully is the adverb, miss.
Okay. Next one, we should not pollute the environment because environmental pollution can be a threat to our lives. So, pollute is the verb there, that is the root word, and pollution is the noun. We have formed pollution, the noun, out of the word pollute.
Exactly. And the third one, there also we have two words. One is the root word, the other one is the newly formed word with a suffix. We should help others whenever possible. Being helpful is a good human value. Help is a verb and helpful, you know, is an adjective.
We must obey the law and order of our country. Obey is the verb and that is the root word there. What is the opposite of this verb? Disobeying. Disobeying the law is illegal.
Exactly. Right. All right, children. Now we have slowly come to the end of today's session. Now today the lesson was based on affixes. This is not something new you learned today. I am very much sure about it. This is something you have been learning, if my memory is right, from grade 7. And this year, maybe next year in January, you are facing your examination, and this is the ripe moment where you can recall and revise what you have learned all this time. So this special part of grammar today would have definitely helped you to recall whatever you have learned so far. Right, so let me recap the lesson before we say goodbye. Affixes are small groups of letters added to the root word. Affixes can be divided into two. They are prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes are added to the beginning of the words. Suffixes are added to the end of the words. Prefixes can change the meaning of the words. Suffixes can change the word class as well as the meaning of the word. And the best part of affixes is we build new words using affixes, and this helps us improve our vocabulary. For you to improve English, you would need vocabulary, a lot of words you need to use. Right, I think we made sure that your lesson is revised and you are ready for the exam now. And then thank you very much for being with us, and I must thank Ms. Suchitra also for helping
You're
me
welcome.
to give you this knowledge today. So shall we say goodbye?
Yes,
Suchitra.
that's right. We hope that they have enjoyed the lesson. And also you can join hands with Gurugedara on Rupavahini, and also when you want to watch them again and again with your parents, teachers and friends, you have this YouTube channel that is channel NIE. So thank you for joining. Goodbye.